Hi guys, it's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Sorry I haven't been around, but it is the holiday season. However, I really felt called to do a twin flame reading. And I've been sitting at this table trying to figure out what it was Spirit wanted me to do for the spread. So, I've already drawn the oracle cards, and I've got some twin flame conversations of love for what they want to say to each other. And I'm going to do the shuffling on camera we're going to take a look at where they're currently at, masculine versus feminine. What do they need to leave behind in 2019? What needs to be sacrificed? What behavior, what dreams need to be released? Then the next one, Spirit told me, needs to be their blocks. You know, what are their blocks? And I'll probably have to clarify some of those. And maybe not, maybe. Anyhow, and then what do they need to be cultivating moving forward into the year 2020? Okay, and the reason why Spirit told me I needed to do what are they leaving behind for 2019 is because it's an eclipse. The 26th is a solar eclipse, right? Solar eclipse. Yes, at 12, it's the new moon, 12:13 a.m. Okay, so we are going to take a look at this. I'm going to do 3 more shuffles, and then we're just going to deal them out. By the way, if you're new to my channel, you probably recognize I'm not real big on formalities. Everything you need to know if you want a personal reading, if you want to know my prices. I'm running a special till the end of the year, beginning of the new year, you know, basically till New Year's Day. And yeah, please give it a thumbs up if you like it, because it puts it out into the algorithm of YouTube to be seen and explored by others. And if it resonates, please give it a big fat thumbs up. My name is Tracy, and I created this channel because Spirit told me that I was here as a light worker to help the twins navigate the twin journey. And the upside to that is that I've been on it for a while. The downside to that is I can only teach you what I've already learned and experienced myself. I don't research it. I don't talk to other people. I mean, yes, I have other feminines and masculines that I'm in part of my soul tribe that I've met and been introduced to. However, I teach through my experiences, okay? I will not, or I will try not to go too far into areas that I have not yet experienced myself, okay? So let's take a look at where is the masculine's current energy? Where is the feminine's current energy? Where is, or what does the masculine need to leave behind in 2019? What does the feminine need to leave behind? What are their blocks? What's blocking them at this time? And what do they need to cultivate on their journey moving forward in 2020? Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Time to get moving, right? We are really, truly in a crunch with the whole eclipse thing going on. I don't know why these never burn. They burn for a second and go out. But I feel the energy is really, really, really calling for us to decide. Okay, so what do I mean by decide? We are currently, and I'm not going to go deep into the whys. I'm just going to kind of give you it. Pretend it's a soap opera and we're doing a little recap, right? As twin flames, we are here to hold the new light codes, the new paradigm, the new way of thinking, the new way of feeling, because it's all heart-based, heart-centered. And what we're trying to do is to hold society, hold space for the new age that's coming in, the age of Aquarius. Okay, which is all, we have really moved into the information, data, electronic revolution, right? And so we are now moving out of the patriarch into the matriarch, patriarch balanced, I think. Just trying to channel it the way, I'm trying to remember the way it was channeled to me. I didn't write it down. I was busy today getting ready for the holidays, and I started getting downloads, and Spirit's like, time to go to the table. So basically, we as twin flames right now have a choice, free will choice. Do we want to stay in the old operating system? If you look at it like a computer, organic computer, okay? Do we want to stay in the old paradigm of you see, everybody wants success. Everybody wants a nice home. They want a nice life, right? They want abundance. But in the matriarch energy, the divine feminine energy, we don't want what we want at someone else's expense. Okay, the patriarch, the way they achieved what they wanted was kind of by any means possible, okay? So lying, cheating, and I'm not saying that masculines lie, cheat. I'm saying that the energy around the distorted masculine, which is the program that's been running, not the healthy masculine energy, the distorted masculine energy, is, I want to climb my way to the top. I want to get everything I ever dreamed of, everything I ever wanted. But through that distorted masculine energy, when you get what you want, when you work yourself to the bone, okay, that's the masculine, that's distorted masculine. And it doesn't matter whether you're in a physical female body or masculine body, because everybody's got divine masculine, divine feminine, both residing within their operating system, okay? Left brain, right brain, yin, yang. So we have been in the patriarch rule, and it's where society for thousands of years have been raising their children, incorporating into their school systems, into, their communities, into their values, into their family. Everything has been I don't know the words to say what I'm feeling. It's like distorted masculine is, I have to work. It used to be 7-hour days, right? Then it was 8-hour days. It used to be 30 hours a week. Then it got to be 40 hours a week. And now I know people, men and women, who are out there working 50, 60 hours a week. And yes, they're getting the money, they're getting the pay, they're getting the feedback, and they're getting the accolades, but they can't enjoy any of the fruits of their labor. They can't enjoy it. They're gone all the time. They're absent parents. They're absent spouses. They're absent family. They are sacrificing everything that they've built like a hamster on a wheel, trying to build more. And the thing is their foundation has not been anchored. It has not, because when you're in the distortion of either genre, whether it's masculine or feminine, if you're in the distorted aspect of that, which the feminine has been in the distorted aspects. My kitty wants his mommy. Anyhow, she's been in distorted feminine energy too, where it's nurture, 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 and, giving her love to everybody but herself. And it's like it's the all or nothing, there's no balance in that. It's like, I'm going to work myself to the bone to take care of my husband, take care of my children, take care of blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm talking about the collective, because there are plenty of very balanced, very healthy masculine and feminine energies out there. But the bigger picture, if you're like the eagle and you're looking at the bigger picture, the collective consciousness has been leaning toward the distortion of male and feminine energies for thousands of years. It's been, kingdoms won on bloodshed, and religions mutilated, distorted hugely to support that belief system. So the feminines have been out of whack, the masculines have been out of whack, and now the twins are a representative in physical form of healthy, well, let me rephrase that, because no, we had to go through many, many lifetimes of unhealthy, distorted feminine and masculine energies. But we decided that this was going to be the lifetime that we were going to be willing to go through the dark night of the soul, to purge the old belief systems, to start questioning how many lives are we going to sacrifice? How many dreams are we going to sacrifice? How many of our children are going to be I don't know the words to describe what I'm feeling inside, but like we are training our children to be sheep. The religions even talk, some religions even call us the sheep, right? So anyhow, this is why I've been called to this, is because right now, we're trying to teach the distorted masculines that it's okay to cry. It really is. It's okay to have emotions and feelings and to be vulnerable. It's okay to be creative. You don't have to do what your father did for a living. You don't have to believe that you're less than if your relationships fail. And everything's programmed. If your relationships have failed, it's because they were not built on a solid foundation. The distorted masculine patriarch and the distorted feminine matriarch is not balanced. It was built on a faulty system, and it's run for many, many years, and all it's doing is killing the planet and distorting humanity. It's like instead of progressing with all of the new technologies that we have, we're not advanced enough to handle the knowledge that's been given to us. So we need to balance the masculine and feminine energies so that we can change with the accelerated energy, the new, because we are going through the galactic core and things are getting really, really amped up. And we have to choose. It's what we're here to do. We're to choose, do we want to stay in the 3D reality of war, where our babies go off to war and fight for battles that don't even really benefit us in any way, shape, or form? It's just padding out pockets. Do we really want to raise our children to believe in all the shallow beliefs of a throwaway system? Things need to change. Okay, so you need to choose. What camp are you in? Are you comfortable working 40, 50, 60-hour weeks, or maybe even not being able to find a job with that many hours? Maybe you're only working 20 hours a week, and the other 50 hours you're out there drinking and numbing and crying and being sad because you can't manifest what you want in this reality. We are powerful, conscious creators, and they've taken our creative energy away from us, and we are here to bring it back. That's what the twins are here to do. We're here to bring back the creation process through that fire, and that water makes steam, which pushes things forward. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into what is the current energy of the divine masculine. 6 minutes in, guys. Well, look at that. Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing comfort zone. I'm hearing comfort zone. I feel like he has been struggling with that very choice that I told you we're here to make. Do we want to stay in the box where we're comfortable? But we're not really. You really aren't. You're not enjoying the fruits of your labor. But we've been trained to believe that if I can point at it, if I can say, well, I own a car, I own a boat, I own animals, I own property, I own, and I go out every single day and bust my ass so that I can have it too. But if you ask that masculine, how many times have you ridden in that boat? How many times have you enjoyed that family? How many times have you been able to just enjoy what you've created? And in the distortion, I believe that they're at a pivotal point, at least the ones I'm channeling, because remember, it's a collective. So I believe he's in his comfort zone. He's in this box believing that life can never change. It can never be different. It's always going to cost something, and the government's always going to rule, and there's no point in crying because nothing's ever going to come of it. There's no point in being vulnerable. You're just going to get your heart broke. There's no point in choosing something different because it's scary. It's just scary. So I believe his current energy is he feels comfortable, maybe even abundant. Okay? But I challenge that. I really do, because the energy I'm feeling off of this card, look at the way this queen is looking down. Okay, so the masculine is not in his masculine energy. He's in his feminine energy right now. And he has obligations. I'm hearing he has obligations, you know, whether it's karmic relationships, family dynamics, job. He has responsibilities. But he's not feeling masculine. He's feeling in his feminine energies of being afraid to create. See, the King of Pentacles creates money. The Queen of Pentacles manages it. So he's not in creation mode. He's in management. Okay? He's managing his kingdom that he has created. But if you look at the face, there's no joy. There's no happiness. It's like stagnant. There's no new creation. You know, King Midas, he touches things and turns them to gold. The Queen, she manages it. So I feel like he's stuck in his energy of comfort, not truly wanting to disrupt what he has built, but he's not truly creating anything new. I mean, there's no new creation. He's the hamster on the wheel. Okay? So what is the feminine's current energy? Page of Cups. So the feminine, I always look at the Page of Cups as this fish, for me, is spirit. Okay? We're not talking about love. We're talking about spirit. Communication. Page is, they're messengers and they're students. Okay, it's young energy. You get down. I got a little kitten. He's just climbed up on the table here. So I feel that the feminines right now are trying to tune into their intuition, trying to communicate with spirit in an effective way. Okay, but I feel like she's also wanting, get down, honey. She's also wanting I'm hearing proof. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't want to say that because that's not what I would channel, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. It's like she's looking for a solid proof of this relationship, this dynamic. It's like Is it real? I'm hearing, is it real? You know, I got a fish in my cup. Where's the promise? Where's the emotions? Where's the feelings? Where's the offer, right? I'm hearing doubt. Doubt. And the fish being ether, spirit, it's like she's looking at this fish and thinking, I get it. Or I think I get it. Or I'm beginning. It's a page. I'm beginning to get it. But I'm not seeing any results of it. It's not happening in my physical reality. And it's because her masculine is afraid. Afraid of getting up off of that chair and becoming the king of his own future and his own stability and security. Okay, he's not moving, guys. So if your guy is, if you're masculine, doesn't have to be a guy, but if he is currently in a karmic relationship or in anything, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a job, a family dynamic, whatever it is, it's been going on for a long time, and it's stagnant. The energy feels stagnant. You know, Pentacles is a very slow-moving energy. So he's not in creation mode at the moment, okay? We are going to have this eclipse, so I'm going to take a look at. I just want to make sure I'm not getting any other messages here. I am kind of seeing with this queen, these mountains in the background, and it's almost like overwhelming. I'm feeling like he's overwhelmed. He doesn't know if he can get over the obstacles, if he can climb the mountain, if he can make it to the other side. And in order to choose the new earth, the 5D heaven on earth template, he knows it doesn't come without a cost. He's going to have to, he can't just wish for it. He's going to have to manifest it. Manifestation takes action as well as creativity. Okay? All right, so up next is, what do they need to leave behind in 2019? I had a brain fart. Page of Swords. So this is what he needs to leave behind for 2019. For me, the Page of Swords is impetuous. Student. Like he likes to, he's of the mind. He likes to know. He likes to research. He likes to, it's like the Page of Swords is like an upgrade from the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like, you know, the Page of Pentacles is a small offer. It's very slow moving energy. The Page of Swords is gaining clarity, educating himself, looking things up online, learning, being the student, studying, and quite frankly, it can be spying too. So I feel like what the masculine needs to stop doing is sitting here like the queen in his throne, managing what he already has, and he needs to take it and move with it. This is an action-oriented energy, okay? It's cut away what doesn't serve you, and because you've learned, okay? You're the page. You've studied, you've researched, you've gotten downloads, you've had signs and synchronicities, and you've been becoming the new thoughts, new page, thoughts, swords. You're becoming the new thoughts, and it's time to go, is what I'm hearing. You need to leave the studying behind, take what you've learned, and act on it. And once again, Spirit is channeling that song to me. Put one foot in front of the other. Soon you'll be walking across the floor. Something like that. But anyhow, I'm hearing it's time to step into what you know in your heart that Spirit has been showing you is the next step. And look I see these birds up here. It's like springtime, you know, the birds are coming back. They're coming back. It's new beginnings. It's a brand new start. It's something fresh, something new, something inspired, okay? And look at the mountains in here. Look how big these mountains look. And look at how small they look now. Can you see them over here? Hey, over here. Because he made it to the other side, right? Right? Or actually, Spirit's telling me, no, he hasn't made it to the other side, but he's on a higher ground. He's on higher ground, and he realizes they're not as big as they seemed from the lower perspective. Okay, now he has a higher perspective and realizes the bigger picture, that it's really not that daunting. It's not that hard to overcome. And it's like there's a storm brewing. I'm feeling like a storm brewing here with these clouds. And if you look at this tree, see how the wind is blowing the boughs backward? There's a storm brewing. Energy. I feel energy, energy, energy. Like there's this big, I feel like the eclipse is big energy. It's like a storm brewing. It's going to get him, he's going to have to choose. He's going to have to hop on or stay here and be happy being here. Okay? Maybe he will. We don't know, right? So where's the feminine? What does she need to leave behind? Wow, this could be read many ways, just saying. The star. It's like, I know the conventional meaning. Remember, I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm not seeing at the moment. I know it means healing and I know it means hopes, right? Wishes, hopes. But what I'm feeling is I'm feeling the energy of balance. Okay, I'm feeling like she has stripped, that she needs to strip herself down to the original divine feminine, okay? Before the offering the apple, right? Before the being kicked out of Eden, the original feminine template. Back here is a pink stork, or a pink flamingo, and that to me always speaks twin flame. I don't know why. I look at them as swans and pink flamingos. I think of the pink flamingo as being between worlds. You're not quite there yet, right? And the swan is when you get to the place you want to be. So there's balance happening here, okay? She's been in this mode for a long time. She's been wishing. She's been healing. She's been stripping away all old thought patterns. And she's been becoming vulnerable and in her original feminine energy. And she's balancing the earth with this new energy. She is, you know, literally pouring the water in the, you know, balance. I'm hearing balance. I'm sorry. So this is kind of like, and I'm hearing in between. So she has been working too. He's been studying. His is like thoughts. Hers is etheric. I feel like, you know, she's been working with spirit, heavily with spirit. Okay? And I think she's going to have to leave part of that behind. She needs to get this cycle completed in 2019. This is taking care of your body, eating things that are healthy, exercising. You know, it doesn't have to be extremes. We're not, that's distorted masculine, guys. Working out at the gym for 2 hours and and cutting out everything but beans, or you know what I mean? That's extreme. That's distortion. Okay? So we need to go back to the original template. We eat meat, we eat fruits, eat vegetables. We're hunters and gatherers. We, get back to the basics. And this is what she's been learning and what she's going to build her foundation on. Leaving 2019, she's going to be taking what she has learned. He's going to be taking what he has learned and moving forward into the new 2020 experience, right? We're going through a portal, guys. All right, so I got to get moving here on this. So what are their blocks? Oh, look at this. Justice. Okay, because this is balance, guys, and this is going to show up in the 3D as well as 5D realm. So some of them are married. They're going to have to get divorced, right? If they choose the twin flame journey, they're going to have to clear their karma. It's not that the person that they're with isn't a good person or isn't worthy. They're just not the person, right? They're not the person. It's like he's probably been married or dated or been in other relationships. And I'd be willing to bet that if you're on the twin flame journey and you're a masculine and you get this card, I'd be willing to bet that whoever you're with, if it's not your feminine, just doesn't feel like your girl, does not feel like your person, does not feel like you're with the right one. Because balance, there hasn't been balance, okay? There hasn't been balance and fairness and justice. And that's what we're here for. Yeah, there are people on this earth plane that are in very happy soulmate relationships that are not karmic in nature, but they're not twins, right? Twins have a whole different mission. Okay? We are way showers. We are seed planters. Okay? So, my phone's ringing, of course. So, justice is he's going to have to clear his energy, however that looks. He's going to have to even out the scales. He's going to have to do the balancing that she's been doing. But his is a little bit more masculine, right? He's got to take that sword of truth and he has to balance out his divine feminine, divine masculine energies. This is the only block he has on the table, at least. That justice for himself first. Only can he move forward to making things right with his feminine once he has healed and balanced his own divine masculine and feminine within him. And that is his block right now, okay, is that he is not balanced. And he is not, some of them are not even free to make the choice that they need to make. So this is their block, right? They need to get moving. I'm sorry, that is not what the card says, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. They need to get moving, okay? They need to get moving. In order to have justice and balance out, they need to first find it within themselves. They've got to heal their karma, with old relationships, with family members, with ancestors, with X's and O's, and wherever there needs to be a healing, it needs to be done. And they've been getting the downloads. They've been getting the data. They've been getting it. I really feel like masculines are getting on board. Most of them are awake now. Okay, so their block going into 2020, their hurdle, their mountain is to find balance and justice in their life. They need to balance out their businesses. They need to get more creative. They need to be inspired instead of the hamster on the wheel. They need to take what they've been learning and apply it in their lives, in their work, in their family dynamic. It needs to happen, right? Okay. What is her... God, I'm hearing delusion. I'm sorry. What is her hurdle, her obstacle? Divine feminines have been doing an awful lot of wishing, an awful lot of emotion, energy, emotion, a lot of Water. She's been doing a lot of healing, but you know, back when I wanted to get my divorce, a friend of mine gave me a reading, and I got the Nine of Cups, and she said to me, and if you're watching, I do miss you. Maybe someday. There are 9 cups, and she was like, these are the things you need to accomplish to get to where you want to be. Okay, so I feel that that energy is in this card, that there are still, I feel like the feminine's been knocking these cups off one by one by one, and she's, you know, still got, she's only at the 9, right? She's only at the 9, and there, I feel like there's still some of these 9 cups even that have not been integrated. That's what I'm hearing, integrated. Okay, these are all emotional healings that she, you know, purge here, purge here, purge here. This is mom, this is dad, this is sister, brother, whatever. This is ex-boyfriends. This is, you know, a job I hate. This is, you know, a marriage I'm stuck in. These are obstacles that are being cleared away by the feminine, and she's not quite there yet. So that's why this is an obstacle, is, you know, her wish fulfillment is progressing, but she needs to finish her to-do list, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what are they carrying forward from 2019? You know, what can they take with them? What have they learned to carry on with? What makes it through the door, right? I'm sure you had a lot of sacrifices. If you're on this twin flame journey, there's a lot of sacrifices you had to make, right? I know I did. I sacrificed a marriage. I gave up my home. I gave up my 2 birds that I loved more than life sometimes. My 2 dogs that ditto, they were my family. I had to give up friends and relationships and belief systems. I was raised a Christian, and I lost that faith. I've anchored myself in what I believe is a more suitable faith for me, but it was tough. It was the dark night of the soul. I lost my mother. I lost my sister. There's been a lot of sacrifices. So if you're on this journey, I'm sure there's sacrifices you've made. Okay, so let's take a look at what makes it. What do we get to take with us? What, you know, maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's a frame of mind. Maybe it's advice for an action. We're going to take a look. Okay, what does the masculine have? Look what you get to take with you, masculines. Look what you get to have in 2020. The happiest, most joyous card in the deck. This is like, the energy of this is brighter than bright. You are the light. You will find the light within you. And this does depict the masculine energies. Yep. It's Leo. It's sun. It's light. You are light beings. This is what you're becoming. This is what 2020 has in store for you, if you can get this taken care of. Okay? Hey, quit. Cat's playing. All right. Oh my God. No. Okay. This is too crazy. This is just too freaking crazy. Okay, so not everybody reads the same way. So if you read tarot and you hear me explain this card, you're going to say, what the hell is she talking about? Remember, I'm an intuitive. I just learned how to read tarot back in December, and I decided to throw the book out and just kind of read them by their energy. So for me as a reader, on the twin flame journey, the divine masculine shows up as the emperor. It's like they go through the suits, okay? We go through, and both, masculine and feminine both, okay? So we go through the pages, we go through the knights, we go through the queens, we go through the kings, and then we get to the emperor and empress, okay? And that's pretty freaking good, man. That's like really, really good. However, as a reader, for me, divine masculine, divine feminine that are in their balanced state, that are out of their distortion, that are truly, truly in union within themselves with divine masculine, divine feminine, is the sun and the moon. Father, mother energy. I created, well, I didn't create it, Spirit channeled to me a balancing of the divine masculine, divine feminine, mother, father, God, light templates. It's a meditation. You can find it here on my channel. If you scroll back, it's called the Sacred Heart Space meditation, I think. Anyhow, this is it, guys. This is it. This is like mother, father, God. Okay, masculine, feminine energies in their most purest natural state. Father energy is the earth realm, the doing, the being, the right? Mother aspect is the knowing, the nurturing, the intuition, the being able to navigate by less light. Okay? He illuminates everything. But she doesn't need this illumination to navigate because she has the intuitive part. But these are balancing. This is what 2020 is bringing for divine masculine, divine feminine, is balance. You will be, and the males will be able to use their intuition to navigate through the dark, and the feminines are going to be able to come out into the light. No longer are they going to be stuck in the home cooking and cleaning. I mean, they haven't been doing that for years anyhow. However, this is like reaching the top of that mountain. This is this is getting there, guys. I could go on for hours on those two cards, but this is beautiful. I love the way that worked out. So let's take a look at the advice. What is the advice from Spirit for the masculine and feminine energies? And then the very last card is going to be a ascended master that you can call upon to help you in the process. Okay. So we have nature. Yes, look, mother, father, God, energy, balanced, back to the original template. Hunters, gatherers, okay? Not that we're going back into like Neanderthal years. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we need to have a softer footprint on Mother Earth. We need to have a softer, if we want heaven on earth, we have to create it through love, through the unconditional love, okay? And so we need to get back to nature. And look at the beautiful butterflies all over this card. So this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. And I'm hearing, I started saying this earlier, but you don't have to work out 3 hours in the gym. I'm hearing if you eat clean, whole foods, humane, if you're going to eat meat, make sure it was raised humanely, that it was organic, that it's not beaten to death or abused for its entire life before it becomes this dark energy on your plate that you're consuming and putting in your body. Clean water. If you don't know if your water is clean and you can't afford to clean it or filter it, you pray over it. I mean, it's been proven that you can change the vibration, the whole dynamic of water through intention. So pray over that shit, okay? Before you drink it, pray over it, consecrate it, make it sacred, ask that it be purified. Get back to nature, get back to nature, get back to nature. I'm hearing it. Now, and that doesn't mean just animals, and it means get back to your natural state of being, okay? Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, humane forms of protein, and leave behind all the GMOs and the I am bad at this. I am not telling you that I have accomplished this. I'm telling you I know it's supposed to happen. Okay? All right, so next we have Gaia nurturing, of course, because that's what the twins are doing. We are teaching. We are the new template. We are the way showers, the seed planters. We are teaching humanity one mind at a time, one soul at a time. We don't change them. We plant the seeds. We plant the seeds. Okay? They have free will. They're going to choose to nurture what they have been shown, and they will know. I mean, like God's going to crack their skull open and say, listen, you can stay where you're at. That's fine. You have free will. But there's something so much better that can be had. Instead of being the masculine that chases what he wants and the feminine that just sits and attracts what she wants, we need a balance. We need a balance between the two. Okay? We can attract through the law of attraction what it is we want, but we still have to make some kind of a physical effort to bring it into fruition, right? We plant the seeds, we nurture the seeds, we water the seeds, and then we have to harvest. It's not going to walk out of the earth and to our plates. Not going to happen. So we are here to nurture Gaia and to change the world. One mind, one plastic bottle, one horrible GMO company at a time. We are here to expose the lower vibrational entities that have been, propagating this distortion. They literally distorted it for us. Okay? And get back to nurturing ourselves and Gaia, back to the original template. Tsunami. Look at this. Is the wake-up call that I was talking about. I feel with this Page of Swords. Look at the storm brewing back here, right? Look at the winds blowing that tree in the background. This is the tsunami. This is the wake-up call. Hello, wake up, wake up. It's happening. The shift is happening. It's happening. Get on board or stay where you're at. It's okay if you want to be in the 3D. No judgment, guys. No judgment. This is a gift from God. This is like, I'm going to up-level you. I'm going to give you something much better if you're willing to dream it into being and to listen to my guidance and to build it. If you build it, they will come. Right? All right. Victim mentality. And look at it. It looks like masculine energy. Just saying, not that I'm picking on the masculine, but this is what I see. Okay, look at the river of tears back here flowing out of his wall. Why is it coming out of his wall? Because he's not in nature. Because he's not even off his throne. Look at, in this picture, he's on the floor with his head in his hands. He feels victimized. Poor, poor, pitiful me. The feminines went through that, guys, so don't think I'm picking on you. We went through it. This is you. You've got to get out of your feminine energy and get into a more balanced. And look at this. He's tied to the freaking bed, for God's sakes, by a rope that he could easily untie at any moment. I mean, really, if you were kidnapped and locked up in a room and all that was binding you was this little, he'd have chewed through it by now, guys. Get out of the victim mentality. And this doesn't have to just be masculine. I mean, just because it's depicted by a male does not mean that they get to own all the victimization. There are plenty feminines out there in that same energy. And this is not conducive of where you want to go. That's why you're getting the wake-up call that you are worthy, okay? Nurturing nature. You are worthy. You are the original creation. You are the original tribe. You are you are God in experience, incarnate, in motion, emotion, right? Energy, emotion. All right. Who do you need to call upon to get this shit straightened out for 2020? We got Eclipse Dec. Beautiful. Higher learning. Yes. See, that's what we've both been doing. Higher learning. Okay? Higher learning. Balancing. Wishing. Healing. We're in between worlds. I'm hearing we're in between worlds. 2020 is a gateway. It's a portal. It's a invitation by God through the gates to heaven on earth, to a new way of being, to having everything that you can create without becoming enslaved by it. Having it work for you, not against you. Learning to balance the having it with the enjoying it. Because Some are over imbibing, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're overeating. Hello, me. Christmas cookies, cheese ball. I mean, really, it's one of my vices. So we need to start changing the way we do things. Start changing. We need to detox. We need to be more active. It doesn't mean you got to spend 3 hours at the gym. Go for a 20-minute walk. Go for a 30-minute walk. Take pictures. Pick flowers. If it's snowing out, look at the beauty of the fallen snow. Look at the stillness. Enjoy the stillness of the fallen snow, right? I could go on for hours. Melchizedek, however you pronounce it. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So experience is physical. It's basically saying you've already experienced lessons. There have been lessons that you have been experiencing in the physical. But now more inner study, etheric, inside, heart chakra, all chakras, right? Higher knowing, higher learning. Now it's time to take what you've learned in the physical, that distortion, and clean it up. Take away, part the veil, clean it up is what I'm hearing, so that the lens that you are looking at the world through is now clearer. Clean it up. Higher knowledge, higher learning, higher calling. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now I want to see, what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? And what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? And I created this deck. It's called the Twin Flame Conversations of Love Oracle. There are many readers that are creating their own decks. And my wake-up call was the 1111, hence the 1111 on the back of the cards. No, they're not available for sale because I'm still experimenting with them. I want to make sure I like them and that they give me clear messages before I invest in sharing them with you. Okay, so what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? We have hold on loosely, but don't let go. And boy, this was channeled to me last year about this time of the year. Like, we're impatient. I wanted my masculine to be mine. I wanted to live together, create together, vacation together, laugh together, cry together, argue together. I wanted my masculine. And my masculine, he's in here. I've balanced my masculine and feminine, or at least more so than I ever have before. I don't know that I'm there. I'm not sure any of us are ever truly there. But I've been getting message after message after message. Divine timing, wait, be patient. Not that I'm sure that he's ever going to come forward. I don't know that he will. We all have free will. But I was channeled this song last year about this time to hold on loosely, but don't let go. 38 special. Take a look at the lyrics if you're interested. They're not ready, guys. They're not ready. I'm not even sure the feminines are ready yet, but we are on a fast track. The tsunami's coming, guys. Tsunami. Wake up call. God's timing is much different than Earth timing, is all I'm saying. The universe sees things happen over billions of years. We see things happen over, like 80 years. I mean, the average lifespan, right? Okay, so what is she wanting to say to her masculine? Why? Because ours is a tale as old as time. And when I wrote this card, I wanted it to have a double meaning. I wanted to be able to feel the energy of the card and figure out, is the feminine in a questioning mode? Is she like, why? Why aren't you here? Don't you realize that ours is a tale as old as time? Or is she saying, why? Why him? Why? I mean, most of you feminines have dated many guys. You've had many lovers. Maybe you haven't. I'm not being judgmental, but I'm just saying, why him? Why him? Why not another one? Why not somebody else? Maybe somebody hasn't come in yet. Why? Why? And the answer is because theirs is a contract. It's a tale as old as time. And meaning, as long as you have been incarnating in the physical, you guys have been working toward this very opportunity, this very moment, this very lifetime. Usually the twins, the masculine or the feminine, one will stay in the 5D and be the higher self of the one that incarnates. But they have an agreement, a contract on when they are going to incarnate together, two bodies, one soul, one heart song. I don't believe in the one soul thing. I believe that we are from the same original source. We vibrate exactly the same. We have the same soul song, right? It's just a vibe that we have together that nobody else has, that we do not have with anybody else. Okay, that's the why. That's why. Why him? God only knows why we picked the soul that we picked, right? We know why. But I'm just saying, in the 3D, sometimes it's like, holy shit, man, this is just crazy. Crazy. Why him? Why him? I know why I chose mine. I mean, I needed a hero, and you know, I put that on him, and for a little while he was good at it. But that was distortion. I mean, I needed to learn how to be whole, how to take care of myself, how to not need somebody to rescue me, right? Anyhow, we're not going to go into all that, but I'm saying she's asking, why? Why? Maybe some of you are asking, why this guy? Why did I choose the twin flame? Why would I put this yoke on myself when it's so fucking hard? And it's so hard. You know, why? Well, the answer is because it's a tale as old as time. It's your heart song. It's finding your way back to your original state of being. All right. Some people get into the physical, but they have free will. Some people won't. And the ones that don't will be okay with it because they will get out of their distortion and they will be whole within themselves, and they will not let another person, regardless of their soul song, dictate whether or not they fail or succeed on their mission. So if your masculine or your feminine is not choosing with their free will the twin flame journey, the healing, the gateway to creating something better for themselves, if they use their free will to not choose, that's not going to keep you from achieving what it is that your mission is, because you knew they had free will, but you also knew that it was fated and that God has your back, right? That you've got to believe in miracles is what I'm hearing. So what is the masculine saying to the feminine? No, not in alignment, back to self-love. So that's a double-edged sword. That means because you are one of two soul songs. So if one is not in self-love, the other one is struggling with self-love also, whether you know it or not, whether you own it or not. Okay, so not in alignment. The two of you are not in alignment. You're not vibrating at the same frequency. Therefore, you cannot manifest each other. You just can't, because you have to match the vibration of one another in order to get there. So if she's vibing high and he's vibing low, or vice versa, you're not in alignment. It's back to self-love, back to the purge, back to the healing, back to the work, the chrysalis, okay? You can't be the butterfly without the wings. If you're incomplete, you've got to go back. You've got back to the drawing board. All right. Oh my goodness. I just talked about destiny. Hold on tight and ride the cosmic wave of destiny. I feel sarcasm in this, I'm just saying. I wrote these cards. I didn't have sarcasm when I wrote this, but I'm feeling it. The energy is like, hold on tight and ride the cosmic wave of destiny. This is like her saying, okay, I thought I was at the summit. I thought I was at the top, at the peak. I thought I was seeing the bigger picture. And now I'm realizing we're not in alignment. So if you can't play the blame game, okay, you can't, because you both are intertwined. It's the caduceus, you know, it's like the helix. It's you are intertwined. So if one is out of vibration, it's because somewhere the other one is out of vibration. When the two are in perfect vibration, then they schmooze. It happens, guys. It happens. Okay? So hold on tightly, or hold on tight. Look, this, hold on loosely, hold on tight, and ride the cosmic wave of destiny. So she's holding on too tight. He's saying, hold on a little bit looser, okay? He needs energetic permission to heal, to do the work, to be, I'm hearing the hermit. He needs to be able to be the hermit, because he is still in this higher learning, and his obstacle is justice. I'm feeling like there's some healing around, possibly if you guys know your twins and have been in relations before, there's some healing that needs to happen around that, and some healing in the family dynamic. I'm hearing ancestral healing too. Mother, father, grandpa, grandma, you know, hereditary alcoholism, drug abuse, narcissism. Some of them are not even that big. Some of them are just blame, shame, judgment, high standards, low standards. You know, it's always that distortion, the extreme of one or the other. Last card, guys, and then I got to get out of here. Oh, I don't like this one. It says the masculine is in the dark night of the soul. I kind of believe this, because we've got the tsunami and we've got a storm brewing. So I believe there is more learning. This is kind of like, things are happening really quickly for him. You know, it's taken me a long time to get to where I'm at, and I believe that that in my wave, at least, the feminines woke up first. They kind of, they were the first mirror back to their masculine, and vice versa. You know, I mean, take it as it resonates. Ex Stacy, we've met before in the past, of course. So for a lot of you, this is an ex. This is somebody that you've known, that you've been with, that you've already interacted with. It's an ex, right? But they are the ex. They are the one that got away. They are the one. It's like, why him? Why her? Why? Why? Because it's a tale as old as time. It's destiny. And their past lives have been shared. A lot of them have shared many past lives, I'm hearing. Okay? And so it's like, I feel like she feels tied, bound, even though the picture, well, because these were for both of you. This isn't just for the masculine, but I feel like both of them feel bound to each other, and they don't want to be. They don't understand it. I mean, even the ones that understand it can't seem to handle it, can't seem to rationalize it. See, the twin flame journey is not rational. You cannot figure it out with your brain, not just with intellect. You have to marry the feminine and the masculine together in order to get it. You've got to be in the heart space and in the mind space and in the etheric. It's the Trinity, the Mother, Father, God, the if you're in the patriarch, it's the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, okay? It's whatever you call it, it's the Trinity. You have to have mind, body, and soul, mind, body, spirit, in order to be in the right place for this. Spirit's telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. I'm worried what people will think, and I believe that is not just what will people think if I get together with somebody that's totally different than me, older than me, younger than me, not in my class, or I'm not in their class, or there's a lot of differences between the twins, right? And so they're worried about what will people say when they see me hooking up with somebody that isn't my usual type, isn't my usual type. And you know, a lot of them, they feel like they're going crazy. And I know this because I do private readings for a lot of twins. And a lot of them are literally this close to putting themselves in the nut house because they're not sure if this shit's real or if it's all made up. But if it's all made up, there's a lot of people on the same psych trip as you are. I'm just telling you. I've met a lot of them. So, you know, to have that many people in that frame of mind having that same delusion is probably not probable. Okay, just saying. So don't worry about what people will think. Worry about choosing what's right for you. Okay, so I love you guys. Be tender-footed with yourselves during this eclipse season. Know that you know, there's going to be deaths. There's going to be earthquake. It's a purging time. Mother Gaia will purge. The collective will purge. Souls will exit to make room for new souls. There's going to be sacrifices that you have to leave behind. In 2019, they cannot go through the door with you. They can't. Not if you want to be in the new heaven on earth energy. If you want to stay in the old energy, you have free will. You will ascend. You will. You wrote it in your own DNA template. You know, this was an opportunity. It's a gift. You don't have to accept it, but someday you will. Some lifetime you will. And, you know, the way I look at it is if I know I have to do it eventually, it's kind of like cleaning your house. I mean, eventually you're going to have to do it. So why not do it when the time is right so that you can enjoy it when the time is right? You know, I love you. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and know that I love you. And if you know, if you want to donate, if you want a private reading, if you just want to chat, you know, if you want to leave me a comment, do so. This is going to be a tough ride for all of us, and not everybody wants to be on that fucking big, huge roller coaster. We signed up for it. We're brave without a body, you know, without a body. Our soul's like, sure, I can handle that. I can do anything. Yeah, because you don't have a physicality to hold you back, right? You don't have an ego to hold you back. So here we are in the 3D realm. We have an ego, we have a body, we have a choice. What are you going to choose? Just say it. I know what I'm choosing. I love you, and I'll see you the next time I'm called to the table.